BTB content live. Okay, here we go. Is it welcome to our live show, December 12th? Okay, great.
Is it December 12th? And are we welcome to our live show?
I don't know if we're welcoming people or not, but
It's 80% uploading.
Oh no, that doesn't matter.
Are we live?
When the video is done, it'll finish uploading. When we're done recording.
um,
Quality's gonna.
Oh, it's got my government name on here. I didn't even give that to them.
yeah, you gotta be careful with that, Earl.
See how they just
What
hacked me,
episode
bro?
is this?
They just
Is
at
it-
you like that.
113.
Thank you. Glass almost got that. I'm glad you got that on tap, Jay. Is it BT? So it's BTB episode 113. PA. Alright, you gotta be careful with that, Earl.
All right, I'm tapped in on my phone to see what it's looking like.
Yeah, I saw it. We're all good. It looks pretty seamless, I have to say.
Looks good.
Sorry.
You know,
It's like 20 seconds behind.
Ben,
That's fine.
the bear, the like, I guess like it's not a bear, but it's like a stuffed dog, and he's like, ha ha ha, no, yes. Do y'all know what I'm talking about,
Not one bit, brother.
bro? What?
Omar, you have the most obscure.
Y'all don't know about talking? Okay, whatever. You don't know about
Okay.
talking-
Can someone go check and see if the thumbnail and title just updated?
Yes,
You see?
yes, it has.
You see Desmond Bain?
Yes, I do. It's all updated. Everything.
Sweet. Okay. I like this. Let's go. This is good.
All right.
All right,
We
live
ready
on
to
the
go,
two,
boys?
man. Everybody pull up, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Pull up. All right. Should we start promoting?
1 second. I just gotta close some tabs.
Oh, we should put this to,
Canva. I don't need. Google. I don't need. Okay.
I'll have it.
Yeah, I'm good to go. I'll just throw this out there. I'm still kind of a little sick, getting over a sick, so don't expect me to be the most talkative today, but I'll chime in. I'll definitely chime in, but just don't expect. I won't be yapping like usual.
Your
probably.
presence is key, Max. You're good with me.
I'm good. I'm just not gonna be like super loud.
All right,
That's fine.
intro us so I can lead the way.
Yep.
All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Beyond the Backboard podcast, another special episode of the regular podcast. My name is Omar. Next to me are my beautiful co-hosts, Max, Earl, and Jay. Guys, we got a jam-packed episode for you guys today. And honestly, I'm going to leave it off to Jay. What you got for us, bro?
What's up, boys? Let's get into it. As we always do on this podcast, we're gonna go over the topics. Gonna be talking NBA Cup quarterfinals. Gonna recap those games. It was a pretty good group of games besides the OKC game. They went by like 50. We're gonna give our predictions on the Cup semifinals Saturday, and our final third topic: thoughts on the NBA Cup in general. Is it working? What changes should be made? You know, we're just gonna give our thoughts on the NBA Cup as a whole. And for 2 minute drill, we're gonna be talking Derek Queen. But I wanted to pose y'all a question. Can we just pick our favorite rookie so far for 2 minute drill? Because I have somebody else in mind.
Okay. All right. I think that's fair.
I got somebody in mind I want to talk about. But we have a jam-packed pod ahead, like Omar said. This is our first YouTube live episode. So, you know, we're on Riverside streaming through YouTube. Playback is shut down. So, man, RIP Playback, man. Was on Playback for what? A couple
when did
years,
we
right,
play
Earl? Like
back?
a year and a half?
No,
6,
we're-
7 years.
I think it was like when did we start? We definitely. It's been at least a year, right?
Yeah.
No.
I know
don't-
for me,
it's been,
I joined you guys in like March last year, April.
Yeah,
So
and it's definitely been on playback since then.
Yeah,
We
it's
only joined,
almost a
like,
year for me,
slightly
bro. So
before.
yeah, this is tough.
So
But yeah,
Jay,
man.
you outlasted playback. Congratulations.
Yeah, I was last, man. I was last. Playback is now closed. It's all my fault. But
Oh, damn it,
yeah, man. Let's get to this pod as we always start off with. How's everybody doing? Start off with my boy O, man. Talk to us, O.
Rough.
Like a dog.
As you guys know, I work in a hotel, so there were so many water problems upcoming this week because I guess there's so much stuff going on, and a water pipe burst yesterday in a
Ooh,
whole
that's
building.
always fun.
So we had to, let everybody out, put them in new buildings, unfortunately kick some people out, give them full refunds and stuff like that.
Tough.
I mean, it was just a busy day yesterday, and I'm happy to be here because I
Did
was
someone burst a water pipe with a dart? Is that what happened?
no, it quite
Okay.
literally, I don't know, out of nowhere, it quite literally.
The dart thing, I've seen that happen before, so
That's
I'm glad to hear at least it wasn't that.
Really?
Darts are very avoidable.
But Max, how you doing, man? I know you say you just getting over a little sickness, man. Talk to me, brother.
Man, call me MJ because I've three-peated being sick. I had a cold that I got over like a month ago. Then I got the flu, got over that, and now I have, I think, another cold. Something going on. So I'm three-peating like the Prime Bulls. But I'm here. I'm not going to be as loud as usual, but I'm surviving. I'm just like, I want to go back to not being sick because I feel like I've been sick on and off for like 6 weeks now.
It's fair.
So Max, I have a theory with this sickness.
Lay it
we-
on me, please.
Are we washing those hands, taking those showers?
Dog, I wash my hands probably 8 to 10 times a day.
What? No, that's
I don't
normal.
know.
That sounds right.
I feel like
Yeah.
some of the
I wash my hands
don't know the
multiple times in the morning,
context,
multiple
man.
times at night, and always before I eat, sometimes after. So,
Max, bro,
Yeah,
you
but
gotta
how
stop-
about
you gotta
showers?
stop kissing on the first date, bro. You gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill.
Earl, how are you doing this week?
You know what? I'm doing pretty good, man. I can't complain. Definitely been taking my daily showers. Locking in and not skipping any days. But yeah, I think I'm doing good. Let's hop into the pod though.
Yeah, man, let's
Okay,
get
what
into
about
it,
you?
boys.
You know,
Wait, no.
Oh,
wait,
forgot,
wait,
yeah.
Hold
How
on,
you
hold
doing,
on,
Jay?
hold on. Jay,
Oh shit, I forgot about me too.
yeah, it's
But,
always what's
you
up
were in
with Jay,
Jamaica.
or Never how is Jay?
Yes, man. I was in Jamaica for like 4 or 5 days, man. I'm back. I'm happy to be back. But it was good over there, man. Went to go visit my sister. She had a special performance for her school, so went to go see that. I also explored the town. I was in Kingston. Went to my uncle Glenn's famous restaurant, Kingston Gloria's restaurant. It was amazing food, good vibes, good scenery as always when you go to Jamaica. Driving back to the airport, we did see the hurricane effects. I don't know if you guys know, but Jamaica was hit by a massive hurricane like a month or two
Yeah.
ago, Hurricane Melissa, and saw a lot of the aftermath in Montego Bay, Mo Bay they call it, but it looked bad. Like I live in Florida. I deal with hurricanes every single year. I've never seen an aftermath like I saw in Jamaica. Like
Really?
that was like category 4, 5 type level hurricane damage. But they're recovering. They're coming back. You know, the people out there are strong. They're smart. They all work together. But yeah, man, I've been really good though. I had orientation for a new job yesterday. I've been busy as hell, bro. Like I'm busy, very sleep deprived. But I'm here on the pod. Every time I come on here, I got mad energy, ready to talk some hoop with the guys, man. So I'm good, man. Everything's good.
Let's do it. Should we get into that first quarterfinals game? Your Magic versus the Heat.
Yeah, man. Magic versus Heat. I want to go first because I have a lot of thoughts, and I got a half-baked idea. This is not full-baked, half-baked idea. So, recap the game first. The Magic are absolutely hooping right now. I think they're 7-3 in their last 10 games, without Paolo, without Franz, with Franz, and on the lineup. Anthony Black has finally made a jump. Jalen Suggs is finally playing games. He's not having healthy DNPs, healthy scratches now. The Magic look good, man. And the Heat, I don't know. Ever since Tyler Hero came back, the Heat fell off. I mean, it's just what it is. Just like Kobe White on the Bulls. As soon as Kobe White came back, the Bulls started losing. I just don't understand what's going on with the Heat right now. They looked really good to start the year. They actually look like a sneaky threat in the East. But this game, it was competitive until it wasn't when Desmond Bane took over. Paolo Banchero was hitting the shots. Guys on the Magic were just hitting wide open threes. Heat's defense just absolutely collapsed. This is a statement game for the Magic, though. I know people are probably like, hey, it's just the Heat. But the Magic are doing this consistently. Devin Bane is consistently giving teams 35, 37 points on a nightly basis. Like his last 5 games, I think he's averaging like 33.5 points, 30-something plus points. He's absolutely hooping, man. I love what I'm seeing from the Magic right now. He is, I can't believe I'm saying this, he is the number 1 option on the Magic at this moment. I don't know what I'm getting tonight from Paolo right now. Franz is hurt again. And this is my half-baked idea. Now I talk about the game. Half-baked idea. Paolo or Franz has to go. Whenever we have both of them, it does not. One of them have to go, man. Whenever they're both playing,
You gotta be full baked.
talk to me. Talk to me, Earl. What you got?
I have a We had a conversation about this. Shout out to my other boys on the LAO pod.
Yeah.
We had a conversation about Paulo Banchero and his next destination.
Oh,
I don't think Paulo fits on the Magic anymore. Like, let's be real. I think Desmond Bain and Franz could be a great duo, but I just don't know how well that works with all three of those guys together. And it sucks for the Magic because they spent 5 first to get Bain. Like, Bain is not moving. Bain is probably gonna have to retire on the Magic, bro. Like, that's how much they invested into that guy. But Paulo Banchero, I could see them moving Paulo and trying to replenish some of those picks.
You're crazy. There's no way you don't move Franz over Paolo. If you have to choose, you're not booting your best player.
I gotta say, I mean, I see Earl's point only because I feel like you can yield a lot more out of Banchero than you can from Franz. But I also see the point as in, like, I feel like Franz gets injured a lot. So do you really want to build around somebody that's going to be injured more or less in the time? And it's not, I mean, again, injuries are injuries, but that's just what his history has been. So I see the point. I see the point.
Jake, without Paolo, the Magic are not a playoff team. Straight up.
So listen, that and Max, that was my next point. You literally said my next point. When it comes to the playoffs, though, and we all know in the playoffs, you have to have a certified scorer. Say the best guy, Bane, not having a good game, he's struggling. Franz not having a good game, struggling. I've seen it with the Magic in the Cavs series, 2 years, and in the Boston series. Like when one of them is getting locked up, the other one probably eats. But if they're both not doing anything, the rest of the team does nothing. But so Paolo going into the playoffs will be essential. But regular season, we've seen it now 2 years in a row where they won a string of games without him, and they looked really good without him. And it's not nothing that Magic fans can ignore at this point. But what you guys say, Earl? Talk to me.
I was just gonna say, like, the injury thing. I don't even think that's like a real comparison. Like, if you look at the last 2 to 3 years, Franz has been the more healthy player. Paulo Banchero so far this season, if I'm not mistaken, has only played 15 games.
You're right.
Franz has played so far 24. The year before that, Franz played 60, and the year before that, Paulo played 46. So if we're going off the last 2 years, for the most part, before that, they were both healthy the same amount. But
and even
recently, and I mean, Franz put up better stats. I mean, Franz is put up better stats. 22 point. Let me look at field goal percentage though. 22.7, 6.1 rebounds, 3.7 assists, shooting 49% from the field and 36% from three. Paulo Banchero is shooting he's shooting 20 points, 8 rebounds, 3.4. Wow. 29% from three. We know he's not a shooter, and 44.8% from the field. So not as efficient. I don't know on how many shots that's per. Per 18 shots, and then Franz is per 20. So not only is Franz taking more shots, he's more efficient.
More. Yeah, he's making more. I mean, look, this doesn't take away from anything. I still feel like, even with that being the case, doesn't it feel like Banchero can yield still a little bit more than, say, a Franz Wagner, even if it's not necessarily a good deal in one side or another?
SGA could yield a lot more than J-Dub. That doesn't mean they should trade SGA and keep J-Dub.
I mean, but SGA clearly dominates Shea. I mean, SGA clearly dominates J-Dub on stats, though.
But when it's much closer in this situation where it's much closer, I feel like there's a lot of jobs.
We can probably look at...
a better comparison? Looking at Derek Queen, Jeremiah Fears on the Pelicans. I know Zion probably has more value right now, but those two young guys are not going nowhere.
I agree. I think those guys are around that. They're way more valuable than Zion. Zion's gone by the deadline, by the way. That's just another take.
But
there's no reason. It doesn't matter. Anybody would take him. It doesn't matter, bro. You don't. What I'm saying is this: even if I'm the Pelicans, you don't even gotta make a super crazy offer for Zion, bro. Like Derek Queen, how he's been playing, watching him play, he's getting triple doubles. The kid's doing everything. Jeremiah Fears.
Logic, they should just trade Derek Queen because they can get more out of him than Zion.
That's not what I'm saying. You're saying that wrong. I'm saying
that's my logic. That's not
my logic is this: if your team sucks anyways, why sit on this asset right here? I'm talking about Pelican side, not Magic side.
Yeah.
Why sit on Zion when one, he's gonna give you like maybe 20 games a season? No, I'm sorry, I don't mean to disrespect you, whatever.
It ain't even like that, though.
35.
It ain't even like that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. 35.
I feel like it's not even like, even when he's available, he's dominant, right?
He is.
I
He's
feel
never-
like
But you don't. But I'm saying 35 games. Why should I do that? When even when he does play, it's not like we're winning. Like, oh, we're winning so many more games right now. I'm watching like I know we're gonna get to that segment. I'm watching Derek Queen go out there versus grown NBA men.
Yeah.
Go out there and get buckets, man. Buckets, controlling the game. Like I know, and I still think they were crazy for giving up that unprotected pick. Outrageous to the Hawks.
see.
But
Even if they
see.
gave a top 5 protected,
We'll
the
see.
Hawks still would have did the trade. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
they got what they paid for. I'll say that.
They said, let's cut all the BS. Here's this.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be talking
But,
about
like-
Derek Queen later on.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Drill,
later,
But
yeah.
like,
Back to the Magic, I just like Jay said, like they've been playing really well lately. Obviously now Franz is out with a leg injury. We'll see how long it'll take for him to get back on the court. But Bane has looked a lot better than he did. We talked about his early struggles on this show, but it seems like he's come around. He's shooting better. He's clearly playing a more physical game, which I'm sure I will talk about later. But he's been better, certainly in this cup game against the Heat. What did he have? 37, I want to say he dropped on Miami.
He's having 37. Yeah.
Yeah.
37, I want to say like 6 boards, 5 assists. So clearly, like the Magic are rolling right now. That's why I'm surprised that you came in here being like, we need to trade one of them because like right now Orlando is playing like we expected them to be coming into this season. In our preseason rankings, I think I had them as like the 3 seed in the East. I had them like in that same tier or a little bit below New York and Cleveland. Obviously, Cleveland hasn't looked as good so far, but like I would be surprised if Orlando doesn't end as a top 5 or 6 seed in the East. So I don't think that's enough to blow it up.
Remember before I said it, it's half baked. I don't even fully agree with what I said. It's a half baked idea because I know when it comes to the playoffs, we're going to need Paolo. Like the game is.
And I
always
think you're gonna
short
need
come
Franz
playoff
too.
time.
I
Yeah,
think
we're gonna need both of them. And
after
Bane.
this year, if the playoffs don't go the Magic's way, then maybe you evaluate trading one of them and probably Franz. But like this is 1 year of the Paolo Franz Bane thing. Let's see this play out in its entirety. Like we don't need to be drawing up crazy trade concoctions.
Facts.
Let me bring it to a similar conversation that we've had previously, because I really feel like we've had the same conversation about a different team, and it's the San Antonio Spurs. Because I've been telling y'all the Spurs really want to give this shit a chance. And look what's happening. Even when De'Aaron and Ace are playing together, they're winning games. So why would they even change it up?
That's what
Why?
I said. I was with you on that. Omar.
Why?
And listen,
It doesn't even matter anymore.
That
They just beat
take
the Lakers
is
without Wemby,
only
right?
looking. That take is only looking sour because Wemby's not.
But we beat them with Wemby. That's all that matters.
Okay,
And when
okay.
Wemby, I was just about to say, when Wemby plays, that team is not this because Wemby. The game is being ran through Wemby.
So
right
we
now,
should trade Wemby
but
then.
there's
Now
no
let's get
focal
him.
point.
Of
Like
course.
one game, Castle just went on
But
against
they're
the Lakers.
still keeping
Another
up,
game is
man.
Fox.
But they're
Like,
still
they're-
keeping up. Even when Stephen Castle and Victor were out, there was a couple games where both of them were out. De'Aaron and Ace were still fucking shit up with what they had. Devin Vassell, like these people are not nobodies.
And we could move on to that game.
Even
By the way,
Luke Cornett's
Spurs
fucking
Lakers.
shit up on.
I was gonna say last thing about the Magic. I don't think the Magic will win a championship in the next 20 years. I'll just put it there.
Really?
That's
Yep.
sad.
I'm not saying all that.
Next 20 years, Magic
That
will
was
not win a
egregious.
championship.
That was
I'm
egregious.
not saying all that.
was
That
This-
sounds like hate. That sounds like he leaves.
No, I promise. I have no. Y'all know I don't have any connection to the Eastern Conference. Like I don't care about the East like that.
Yes, you do.
I'm in the Wild Wild West. This is literally just me watching the Magic and seeing this team constructed. I just don't. I'm not buying into the hype, and I'm definitely not putting them in the tier of the Spurs.
No, of course not. Nobody is. But like,
Yeah,
maybe
like-
still give this team a chance and see what happens. You never know.
You don't think that the Magic
The
have a
only
chance of at
reason
least
why
going to
I
like the
didn't
East
put them in
Finals
like
this
that
year?
tier, I just
No, I'm just saying championship. I don't know. I don't think they have what it takes to win a championship in the next 20 years.
Ooh. Jay, what do you
I'll
what do
say
you have to say
2
about
years.
that?
In 5 years, I think Paolo's gonna be an amazing trend-setting player.
I
think
say-
I think he's gonna be great.
Okay.
But the health thing is scary. It's been
Okay.
3 years of his.
Okay.
Got hurt his rookie year, missed 3 weeks with an ankle. Tore his oblique last year, and then this year. No, like there's
That's a lot of wear and tear for someone
He played
6'9".
72 is rookie.
Anthony Edwards doesn't miss games. Jason Tatum before the Achilles don't miss no games. Like availability is the best ability
Austin
in
Reeves
basketball.
doesn't miss games.
Austin Reeves don't miss games. Like
This
they,
is only the
Jay,
second
can
year
I
where
pose this
Powell had
question to you?
availability issues.
Jay, let me pose this question for you. If there's a world where you can keep Jalen Suggs and somehow, some way get Trae Young, would you do that in a way to get Paolo Banchero off your bench or off your team, or would you like?
absolutely
What?
not Trae Young. And
Time
I
out.
think Trae Young fits with the
I
Magic.
said
need.
Trae Young. I said Trae Young. Yes,
No.
because
I'm
I
just
thought
saying,
they needed a
like,
dominant point guard.
I don't
What
think a
world
Trey
of
Young
Magic
/
Trey
Paolo
Powell?
trade makes
Paolo,
any sense.
Paolo next to Zachary Shea, Jalen Johnson, and friends would be nasty. I just don't think. I think the Hawks say no for the Magic to. Like it just doesn't.
Yeah, I
make
think
sense.
to be fair, I think like obviously we can transition after this, but
What's going
I
on
think
back over there?
oh nothing. I'm just what basically what I was saying is the Magic. I just don't know if this roster, maybe 20 years was a little dramatic. My bad. I don't think
Years,
this
everyone on this team's
roster.
retired.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, in the next 7-year window,
Okay.
Wow.
I just don't see them. You know what? Let's simplify this. I don't think Paolo Banchero wins a championship as Orlando Magic player.
Okay. You could have just
That's
said,
a little bit better.
They're not winning a championship with this core of Paolo and Franz and Bane.
Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah.
That would have sufficed.
You know, yeah, that makes my take way better. I don't think Paolo and Franz together can win a championship. There we go.
Okay.
We got
All right, that's a
All
big
right.
statement to end that one. So Spurs Lakers, as we were just talking about, Spurs won this one, dominant fashion, y'all. Earl, we gonna start with you, brother.
Yeah.
What was that game about?
Simple. I mean, I can put it simple. No feeling. All feelings aside. Defense was terrible. Shout out to Stephon Castle. Looked absolutely incredible, bro. Like his growth as a player. Once again, that's why we talked about. We were adamant. There's no way in any scenario where I would trade Stephon Castle.
And I agreed. He's
No.
so untouchable.
Never
Yeah,
trading him,
don't
bro.
trade
I'm
him.
sorry. We're talking about the reigning rookie of the year for a reason. And once he fit, as we seen flashes of his jump shot going in last game, if he gets that consistent and he's able to hit that at like a 37 to 38% rate on a season on the average, he could potentially have all-star potential. I'll say it.
potential.
Potentially. I think he could be up there as a player.
If he is, Earl, would you just? That's not even a crazy take to me. If it's just him, Dylan
got
Harper,
everything.
and Wemby in the next 5 years, he will
Yes.
be an all-star. He's a
Yes.
two-way stud, bro. Like his defense on the ball, magnificent. Like
Yes.
he gets to the rim whenever he wants. He's sneaky, athletic. Did he not win the dunk contest, or he competed in the dunk contest?
Matt
Yeah.
McClung on it.
Like, oh yeah, Matt. Of course, Matt McClung won. But
Oh, yeah,
like,
you're right. 3 feet.
Like, bro, like he can do
Wait,
everything,
was that the 3
bro.
or was that 4?
3.
I don't know.
But if he
Oh,
starts hitting that jumper
Plus
like he was in
dunker.
that Lakers game, he is. I mean, I don't know what the ceiling is with him. But Matt, were you still going, Earl? You had more on that game, or?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say. Obviously, we had conversations about this with the boys, like the Lakers guys. Obviously, changes have to be made to the defense. It's just not there. We don't have enough guard defenders. Wings aren't there. I feel like guys like Thero. I know he's a rookie, but like if we don't have any defense already, you have to throw guys like that out there if you're not gonna play Vando. Because Vando's just been completely horrible this season. His drop off is just off of cliff. Like he's not even
He
playable.
got paid and gave up. That's
Pretty much. So yeah, I think either JJ Redick has to play guys like Thero or Rob Pelinka has to stop going courtside to games, and wasting money and actually going and doing his job. Like the camera pans to Rob Pelinka at games when we're losing is just diabolical. Like they'll score like 4 buckets in a row and this is the Rob Pelinka cam. He's just sitting there like
Bro, it's intense.
as if he can't control what's happening to the team.
So I have to clog your
shit.
memory real quick. I remember when I was on vacation, we were having some heated debates that day. Talked WNBA, Caitlin Clark,
Yes.
injury, saw that, and we also
Ooh.
talked should Austin Reeves come off the bench, and I was the only one that agreed with Max. Oh, or what was it? Earl, I was agreeing with.
I don't remember.
I don't
What did
think
say?
I probably would not have said Austin Reeves should come off the bench.
I was agreeing with Earl then. I was agreeing with somebody.
That,
I
that was,
don't.
Austin
Okay,
Reeves-
no, I know what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead.
Austin Reeves should come off the bench. You cannot start Luka, Austin Reeves, and LeBron James and expect to get any stops. DeAndre Ayton, even though I love what Ayton's doing this year, he's not an interior big. So even having him out there is low-key a liability. Rui Hachimura is not some Swiss Army knife on defense, and he's a small ball forward. He's only like 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
He is
He hit
not the
shot in
answer
corner.
on defense
he
either.
hit the shot against Toronto.
Yeah, good shot. He wasn't on defense. Like
But
the defense of the Lake, you cannot be a good defense with that 3 as your core. That 5.
Well, who do the Lakers have to put?
honestly speaking, look,
Start Marcus Smart. I'm sorry, Marcus Smart.
I'll be completely honest with you guys. I really think I've seen those 3 win games and compete, but I feel like there has to be one main primary defender, one extra defender in that lineup who can switch off of some of those guards. And I think it can work. Because when you look at the games that we've won, like we've been so great on offense. I think Rui could be one of the best 6 men in the league. I don't see his purpose as a starter at all. Rui Hachimura is a guy. One, he's our best 3-point shooter. He's our highest percent shooter on the team. And he's one of the only guys who can actually create offense for himself. So if you bring that offense off the bench as a spark in that second unit, I think his game opens up a lot. Because, like you said, it's not a lot of ball to go around. We got Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron James out there, and Aiden is having one of the best efficiency seasons he's had in his career, and just in general in the NBA. Like, he's really efficient inside the arc. So when we have 4 guys who can just get to their shots like that, if you add a defender into the starting lineup with those guys, I think we'll be fine.
To counter that point, if Rui's your best shooter, wouldn't you want your best shooter, especially because we can agree he's mostly a spot-up shooter, not as much shot creator. He can't shot create, but like his game is catch and shoot. Wouldn't you want him out there in that same lineup to get passes from Luka and LeBron?
No, because I can use him as a fresh body to check in when I'm playing with just Luka or just LeBron lineup, or even mix him in closing. I'd rather have an extra defender in there who can be a 3-and-D catch and shoot guy. Maybe not as high caliber as Rui Hachimura, but at least like knowing Rui, I know when I see Rui, I don't expect him to play defense. I barely expect him to get boards. All I expect him to do is catch and shoot shots. And I feel like when you have that, we don't need that in the starting lineup, bro. Like I would rather have like a obviously we're not getting him, but like a Herb Jones in that type of situation, or just a straight defender who can somewhat hit a 3 than Rui Hachimura, respectfully to Rui.
Okay, I guess. Listen, in terms of that game, obviously credit to the Spurs to go out and beat the Lakers in Los Angeles without Wemby. You know, it's a good sign. They're gonna get to play OKC, which is obviously, it's kind of like a win-win situation, honestly, for the Spurs, because like if they beat OKC, great. They go to the Cup Finals, great chance to win. It's like a huge feather in their cap. And if they lose, well, it doesn't count against their record. So like you get a crack against OKC to see how good you really are. So I think that'll be helpful for them as a young team. Like it's a good proving moment for them, but they don't have to worry about actually taking a loss that matters. And for the Lakers, I think it's a good sign that LeBron had a good game. He had that triple-double, looked solid, played a good amount of minutes. LeBron played well. It's year 40, Bron, but he can still, he can
still do it.
Yeah, it's a good sign for the Lakers. I'm not too worried about it. It's the Cup. It doesn't really matter. So, like, you say, hey, Bron had a great game. We move.
Can we move on from the Cup? It doesn't really matter. I feel like in the moment it does. In the moment. Obviously, in the grand scheme of things... It
doesn't matter in the sense that, like, they're not going to get a loss that, like, follows them in seeding. In that sense.
Fair. And that's...
Like, it does matter in the sense of, like, they're trying to win. I'm sure they'd like to win.
That's 100% correct. I'm not saying you're wrong there, but what I am saying is that people do tend to feel heated in the moment. It's just what it is. Maybe if you're that type of competitor, that's what you are. I mean, we've seen those type of competitors.
Like, I'm saying from the perspective of the Spurs, like, obviously you go, you compete, you try your best. If you beat the Thunder, that's a huge, like, feather in your cap accomplishment. But if you don't, you say, well, we're still, that doesn't count as a loss on our record. Like, yeah, it stinks that we lost, but, like, this isn't going to harm us long term. Like, there's no real risk here. The risk is just, oh, man.
With all due respect, I don't think they're thinking like that.
I'm just letting you know, bro.
They're not, but like I think that's
the NBA Cup.
I'm not saying they're gonna not try. Of course they're
gonna try. The NBA Cup is nobody cares.
Or say that that's our next topic.
No. I feel like this is a good transition. I feel like we're going into it. I feel like this is.
So no Knicks Raptors.
We can talk about it in a second.
No, let's talk Knicks Raptors. Let's go to the Knicks.
Okay, all right, let's do it. Yeah.
So Omar, start us off. Knicks Raptors.
It was just an overall dominant game. I mean, look, the Raptors are a really good team. They got off to a really hot start in the beginning of the year. Yeah, Earl's snoring. I know, nothing new to say.
No, I wasn't. I literally called.
How did you cough and end up like that?
We get it, bro. We see the Knicks in the back. We get it.
No,
I
I
was fine.
genuinely think we just played well. I mean, our defense was really good that game. Mikhail has been on a heater defensively. I've really been impressed with his play over the past couple of games. Deuce McBride was a big part of this team when we saw the Raptors last time. So admittedly, I was a little nervous going into it just because of Deuce McBride and that offensive engine. So I was getting ready for that. But honestly, Josh Hart ever since being put in the starting lineup has been a different person this season. Mike Brown is finally seeing the value of what Thibodeau is trying to do. And while Thibodeau had good intentions and he was trying to play Josh Hart and give him all these minutes, it was obviously to a point of detrimentalism. And it was to a point of where Josh Hart was getting so tired that he was hurting himself every goddamn play. So now I feel like we're in a happy medium where all these players are actually not playing as much, and which really gives the Knicks like a really good boost in energy. I feel like we finally have that energy that we've been missing down the stretch in games. And it's not just Brunson heaving it down the court and you just have to rely on him to make the last shot. Josh Hart has proved that he can make a clutch shot in the final seconds. Like, it is what it is. Not to just glaze Josh Hart this whole segment, but he's been doing everything, man. But I mean, it just speaks to these guys. Mikal Bridges has been lights out from the corner. OG just came back and made an immediate defensive presence back again when he joined back. I mean, everybody has their part to play. Mitch Robinson coming off the bench has proved to be not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought Cat really needed that, but Cat's been grabbing those boards. I mean, it came to a sacrifice a little bit to his offense.
3 to 5 rebounders in the league last 2-3 years.
I feel like it took a really good improvement when he stopped focusing on his offense. Because yes, his offense is a really big part of his game, but I feel like now that he's averaging around 15 to 17, if I'm not mistaken.
Omar, I'm sorry. Let me cook you real quick.
Cook me.
Yes.
Let the other Knicks fan cook me. Fine.
Thank you.
I didn't even get into Jordan Clarkson, my favorite player.
You said wait. First of all, say
last year he averaged 12.8. He's averaging.
Yeah, Towns has been a top 5 rebounder for like 3 years in a row.
He's averaging few. I mean, he's still a top 5 rebounder, I'm sure, but he's averaging.
I think he's only after Jokic.
Yeah, Towns. I think
he didn't make. He's the same rebounding. He's basically the same, if not a little lower.
So here's my take on this. This game was good till it wasn't, but the first quarter was great.
Yeah.
Like after that, the Knicks. I'm not gonna lie. The Knicks are by far the best team in the East right now, and I know the Pistons have the 19.
I'm not even there yet, to be honest.
I know the Pistons have the 19-5 record. I know the Pistons damn near beat the Knicks last year in the playoffs. Came down to a controversial no call foul in the corner that we're not gonna talk about. But hey, I think the Knicks are the best team right now in the East. I mean, like Omar was saying with Josh Hart, since he's been starting, his numbers, I think he's like had a plus 4 to 5 boost in every major statistical category. Like he's literally doing everything. He's he's the complete engine to this team. Like not to the offense, to the whole team. He does everything. Yeah. Scraps, plays defense, rebounds, like everything. He's literally a smaller, like how Mitchell Robinson is like probably the best offensive rebounder the league's seen the last 5-10 years, whatever. Yeah. Josh Hart in the smaller version can do the same thing Mitch Robinson can do. Like he's flying for offensive rebounds every play, be taking people out of midair trying to get rebounds. Like Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, like you said, is finally playing defense. I don't know what happened to Mikal Bridges since he's been on the Knicks. This is the first year.
Last year, Mikal Bridges was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, he was terrible. This year, he's actually playing and trying on defense. Mm-hmm. And then Brunson is just doing what he does on offense. He is still the guy.
I feel like he was relying on OG a lot, which was kind of weird.
This game was
coaching. It's coaching.
This was a statement game by the Knicks. I know the Raptors didn't have RJ Barrett, no quickly. I ain't gonna make no excuses for them. Knicks dominated them, and this is a pretty good showing for the Knicks, man. I liked what I saw from them. What you got, Max?
Yeah, I mean, the Knicks are certainly hot right now. They're playing well. They're playing maybe like the best team in the East, but to Jay's point about them definitely being the best team in the East, you look at their last like 7 or 8 wins. You got 2 against Charlotte, like 2 against Brooklyn, 1 against Washington, 2 against Toronto without 2 of their starters. Like the Knicks during this streak are really yet to beat a really good team. So I'm gonna hold off on announcing them as the best team in the East before they beat some teams that won't be in the lottery this year, / the Raptors without some starters. But yeah, like it was a good game. I think Mikal Bridges is definitely the most improved player on the Knicks this year. My biggest issue, or one of my biggest issues with him last year, was the fact that he would have 20 to 25 point games somewhat consistent. Like the scoring was there, but he wasn't doing much of anything else. You would get stat lines of like 20 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And for a 6'6" wing, 2 rebounds is inexcusable. But this year you're seeing consistent 5 to 6 rebounds a game, consistent 4 to 5 assists. I think he had a streak going. It might still be going, but he had a streak going of consecutive games with 2+ steals, I believe. He's either still on that or he was on it, but you're seeing his stat lines this year. The scoring is the same, but he's getting 5 and 5. He's getting 2 steals a game, 2 blocks a lot of games, 1 to 2 blocks. So he's definitely been the most improved player for the Knicks this year. I think it's a big reason why they're winning. The coaching seems to be going well. Like everything is clicking at the moment. The Magic are going to be a really big test because they're low-key just a bunch of thugs. And, like, I'd like to see the Knicks play very physical against...
Wait. All right. I wouldn't say that about the Magic. Hold on. I wouldn't say that about the Magic, bro.
Like, Desmond Bane volleyball threw a ball at OG Anunoby.
That's
like,
not a volleyball throw. He just chucked it.
Look at the slow-mo. He took out Suggs. Good.
So the
going up for a dunk, it's not his fault.
And he smacked his arm.
Guys, are y'all really mad because he threw a basketball at him? Like, come on, bro. You're acting like he shot him.
Shit.
You're acting like he shot him or something, bro. It's a basketball.
That ball, he went like this.
Oh, give me a hug for pushing my teammate, man. Let me help you up off the floor. Nah, catch this basketball, dog.
He also
he had the ball in the basket. There was no reason.
That's the funniest part of the whole thing. He could have just went up for the layup, but he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna ride for my boy. You took my guy out of midair. I'm gonna throw this shit."
Fast. Hey, I'm all with it, bro. I love it. Bring back that basketball, man.
Bane, man.
Wait till it happens to Braun. If someone did that to Braun, you'd want them banned from the league.
I don't have to worry about that because we got enforcers.
It's a Braun, man.
Draymond Green might take out for that one.
Need to ban this person. This person should not be in the league. I want every team to drop him. I want him blacklisted from NBA games. He shouldn't be allowed in the arena anymore.
I'm just saying, bro. It's levels to this, bro. You're talking about LeBron. We're talking about who got hit with the ball.
Listen, valid.
Guys averaging a lot more than LeBron this year.
Nobody cares about OG, man.
OG Anunoby.
Desmond,
just because he got paid $300 million.
What the hell, Desmond? You give him that weak ass push.
Desmond, are you serious? Y'all ever heard OD talk?
He's worse than Cat, bro. He's worse than Cat.
No, he is.
Desmond, are you serious?
Bro, his voice is cooked, bro.
Yeah, Desmond, he just threw a ball at me. I was so confused.
Hard to his accent. Just let it go, fam.
What the fuck, Desmond?
Desmond, are you serious?
I feel like he lets his accent go a little bit more on the court. Obviously, I don't know what he sounds like on the court, but I feel like I would feel like he doesn't really try to hide it on the court. In interviews, you could tell he tries to hide his accent. I don't know.
Anunoby's just a quiet guy. He doesn't talk much. That's just who he is. Cat, you hear talk. Cat talks a lot.
Oh my god!
All right, can we move on to the Thunder?
No, we don't have to talk about the Thunder. Thunder is the best team in the
Thunder, they win, whatever. We're not giving them talk, bro. Whatever.
Hold on. Before we move on, Max, how do you feel about Cat almost every single play? That's a foul. That's a foul because that's the main reason you hated on Julius Randle last year. Earl, confirm that right now. Earl, you know that. Earl, come on, you know that.
Let's say.
He's been doing the last 3 games have been better, but before that,
no, it's not. It's been the same.
Nah, Max, they're about the same when it comes to that.
No, before the last 3 games, absolutely. And this is probably just a flash in the pan. Like, no, he needs to not do that. It's annoying, and it costs.
He does it. He's always done that though.
He falls on the floor and then complains to the ref, and we give up transition layups. Like, it's stupid.
Max, did you see him hit me?
It's stupid.
Are you Max?
Randall did the same thing, and I I'll call out Cat for doing this as well. It costs us points.
It just makes no sense. I don't understand. No, it's fine. All right, let's talk about the NCAA tournament in the whole.
Let's get it.
Transition is Jay.
Thoughts on the NBA Cup? Is it working? What changes should be made? All right. So raise your hand if you think the NBA Cup does not matter.
I'm like 75.
Go ahead, raise it all the way up, Max. We got to stand together.
All
It's
right,
like,
all right. I'll let Earl go first. Earl, thoughts on the cup? Talk to me.
Nobody wakes up before NBA Cup game and says, "Man, I gotta win this tournament, man. I'm gonna put all my extra hard effort into this to win the championship." Nobody cares about the NBA tournament. You know why they're playing these games? I don't
they
know.
have to.
Maybe because it's baked into the regular season, and if you don't play and you lose them, then it's a loss on your record. That is the only reason. Nobody has this. Oh, this. Okay, guys, let's lock in, guys. All right, guys, tonight it's the NBA Cup. This is a
Nah,
chance for
Darvin
us to go
Ham.
win that 500K.
Darvin Ham.
Nobody cares, bro. I tell you, besides Darvin Ham, nobody cares about the NBA Cup, bro. It is not that serious. It's not even that entertaining, and they don't even advertise it well. We seen that one commercial of the people riding on horses, and the people in the front of the horses riding are all the people who got eliminated in the first round.
Admit, they make it more about
It's
the
horrible.
Emirates. They make it more about Dubai. They make it more about the Emirates. They don't make it about
I'm
basketball.
just
So
saying,
I'll
like
say
in
that.
general, like the cup, like I feel like it could have been like a 1 year thing. Cool. I think we're just dragging it, man. I'm sorry. And I'm not just saying this because we lost. I'm not saying. I promise you, I'm not
Hey,
saying that because we
Lakers are
lost.
one
You're
of
one of the
the
only
I
teams-
winners. You're
I
one of the
said
only
it.
three winners.
I said it the first year, and I hated the fact we raised that stupid banner. Like, why are we raising an in-season tournament banner?
Oh my gosh.
It made no sense. Like nobody, it doesn't matter. That's all I can say. I don't like the cup. I just think it's a waste of time. But I do like the days off for my players though.
All right, Max, what you got? You did not.
Omar can go ahead. I'll go last. Or I'll go before you, Jay.
I mean, look, I wholeheartedly disagree. I mean, look, I see the way that these players are playing, and honestly, if they didn't care, they wouldn't be working on these point differentials just as hard. You can see at the end of games, even when the game is out of reach for certain teams, teams are still putting up points because they quite literally have to stay in that place. If teams didn't care about that and players didn't care about that, I feel like, I feel like they would just not do that or care about that. I mean, they would find a way to lose. No.
No, look, let me tell you. When I'm able to look forever, these players like you can't score at the end of the game. They're doing it for the love of the game, dog. You think they're doing it? Oh, let's get these points differential all the way up so we can play the next round, bro. They're doing it for fun, bro. I guarantee you. Maybe some of them are. Maybe some. Look, you know what? I'll say this. Maybe there are a small percentage of teams who actually care about this tournament because it's their only chance to really compete for a championship. Maybe it's like a really small niche group. We can't even count OKC. OKC just enjoys dominating people.
Re-say that because it's not even a championship.
In-season tournament, whatever. Tournament champion winners.
It's not even a championship. It's not supposed to be that, right? I feel like the main thing about this is that people were hyping this up to be like some sort of like, oh, NBA championship level type of thing. No, it's just a tournament mid-season. I just feel like it was just a way to, first of all, get these teams a little more into playing basketball. Because let's be honest, when you're millionaires and you get paid millions to play basketball, you're not really into it until there's some more money in front of you. Like that's how I feel like some of this is really put into play. I mean,
So
I mean,
a
that's an
tournament,
aspect.
a
That's part
tournament
of it.
wasn't meant to be. It wasn't made to be competitive.
No, I didn't say
To-
that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
To feel like a competitive atmosphere compared to regular basketball. Because when you go in a tournament, your goal is a tournament is in place to bring out the best
Yes.
competition competing wise between groups of people so they can win something. Maybe not a championship, but be a tournament champion.
And
Like,
why
that's the
wouldn't
point.
teams be into that?
So
Just for the love of it. Why?
I
Because there's no incentive.
What do
500K
you
to some of
mean
these
no
people.
incentive. They get. I mean, that's one thing,
so
but they.
I'm gonna
Give me a draft
what they
pick.
to do.
Then I'll give me a top team.
Give
Give
me
me
a
a draft pick.
I like that idea. Give me a draft pick. I like that idea.
Give me a
Right.
bottom of the first round pick.
I like that idea.
I'm gonna
That's
let
not
Max
bad.
go. I have a full
Not bad at
big take on the in-season tournament.
Wait,
I have, like,
okay.
I'm gonna yap. I'm gonna let Max go. Max.
It's cool. It doesn't really matter. I do think the players try. I mean, obviously they're trying to win. You're never going out trying to lose games. I do think like the teams that do the points differential, they do it because of it. Like they do it because it's the cup and whatever. But I don't think any of it only matters to the players at the end of the bench who to 500K could make a difference, and they're the ones who are impacting the outcomes of the games the least. So it's a flawed system in that the people who need the money the most are the ones who aren't playing the games. So it doesn't really matter. No one's gonna remember that the Lakers won the first cup. I don't think anyone remembers that Milwaukee won the cup last year. It's just the NBA. It just gives the NBA a chance to have some games in Vegas until they can get the expansion team actually settled in Vegas.
That too.
I think it would be really watch. I guarantee you, the cup will go away or definitely change. Well, I guess it would change locations, but the cup will probably last only as long as it takes for the NBA to actually get a franchise in Vegas.
They may do it in fucking Seattle or something. See,
Once the they might do both to balance out the conferences, but once the NBA gets a team in Vegas, say goodbye to the cup. Like I don't think it's achieving. Like Adam Silver did this to bring in more ratings and like to make these kind of ho-hum middle of the regular season games matter more. I don't think they really matter more. I don't think the players are playing noticeably harder in these games. Like there's not a playoff atmosphere. He also did it to bring more media attention. I don't think there's any increased media attention to the NBA Cup. Like ESPN is not doing a segment on the NBA Cup. You know, SportsCenter is not featuring NBA Cup highlights. Like they're just covering the NBA like they regularly would. So I don't think it is achieving the goals. I don't think the players are super bought in. I think hanging the banner is lame. They should just like. In an ideal world, I think they should just designate like a month of the regular season. Say whatever team has the best record in this month just gets a prize. No additional games in Vegas, no knockout style. Just like, hey, we're going to reward this team with some extra money if they do well in the month of January. I don't know. It'd be simpler at least.
I think Max, you absolutely cooked. You said a lot of things that I do agree with. But with that being said, I disagree with you and Earl. I think the NBA Cup matters. And it is not being properly advertised. It's not being properly pushed by the players also, because it seems like some teams don't care. But here is my pro and why I think it matters. Look at ratings. The NBA does not matter until December 25th, those Christmas games. Christmas and going forward is when everybody starts watching the NBA, when the NFL is like week 16, 17, when the season's almost over. That is understandable. You start the cup. When does the game start? November into December. I'm not going to lie, y'all. Every Friday, I was watching these cup games. I cannot watch NBA. I could be busy throughout the week. I'm watching Friday because I know it's NBA Cup. And I know they're going to play slightly harder because players want the money. I don't know if you guys saw, was it Starting Five? I don't know, but I think it was the Starting Five doc on Netflix where Stephen Curry talked about with Draymond Green, yo, we ready for this cup? Like, yo, it's cup day, man. We're going to try and do this for our young guys, trying to get everybody this incentive, shot to our coaches. Like you guys said, it's just only $500K to a guy like Steph Curry that's $50. Like, Steph Curry makes, $50 million a year. What is $500K going to do to him? So what, whatever. I understand that. But look at the coaches, the younger guys. If it's a real team like the Warriors, like the Lakers went out there and got it that first year. The Bucks went out there last year and they got it. They're going to care about this cup because they care about the franchise and they're a big team. Teams like the Hornets, the Jazz, I don't expect anything from them in this kind of setting because they're a young team. They're not probably playing as hard. They probably don't give a damn. But you guys can't sit here and tell me that LeBron James didn't give a fuck about the cup. You guys can't tell me that.
Yeah.
LeBron set the standard, winning it the first year. Now everybody wants to go get a cup now. That's how I feel. And because it's LeBron, he set the standard. The Lakers won it. I know it was probably very lame for them to put the banner up. You don't think Celtics fans are like, damn, bro, we got to go get one of those? Because that's the only people they're competing with in terms of championship is the Los Angeles Lakers. Like, you don't think teams like the Celtics, Lakers, the bigger teams don't care about this after seeing LeBron James, the best player of all time, go out there and go do it? Like, I don't think we can sit here and definitively say, hey, I don't think this shit matters. I saw LeBron and the Lakers were trying so hard to get that cup. They were fucking hooping every single game. Bucks last year, we saw them dog out the OKC. I remember that game last year. We won by like 10, 13 points. Dominated OKC. They were trying hard. Damian Lillard, who hasn't won shit in his career, won that cup, and he damn near cried. Like, it means something to the players. We can't sit here and say that it doesn't matter at all. It matters minimally only to the good teams. Small market teams probably doesn't mean shit because they probably know they have no chance. But that's my pro. Con, I agree with all y'all cons as well. Like how how Max said they're doing this until the expansion team comes to Vegas, and how going to Vegas and like these special courts don't mean shit. They actually stripped one of the teams of the courts because the courts are too slippery. There's a lot of cons with the shit as well, but I think the good outweighs the bad. If you look at it at the standpoint, like I said, it like how LeBron went out there and got it, Giannis went out there and got it, Shea won the MVP last year, went out there and got it. The best players in the league are obviously trying to go get this cup. They want the win. It probably doesn't mean anything on the resume now. If this keeps going for years and years to come, it's eventually going to matter on your resume. NBA Cup win and NBA Finals win in the same year. If OKC does it, that's going to mean something in the future probably. But the biggest thing that they have to change, I don't know if you guys pay attention to soccer or European soccer. They take teams out of four or five teams out of the best conferences in Europe. Take the five best English teams, five best teams out of Spain, five best teams out of Brazil, five best teams out of the best countries and the best leagues in the world. Throw them in the cup. I think it should not be by conference. I think that makes the whole thing pointless. Okay. Not pointless, but it waters it down a little bit. I think you mix it up. Do the Southwest Division in the East versus Southwest Division in the West. Like, make it bigger tables and make it make more sense. I don't think the East versus West shit matters because you're going to do the same thing in the playoffs. Like, why not mix it up a little bit?
I think they should just do conferences if that makes sense.
And it's going to be more flying, so they're probably not going to do it where their team is going from Orlando to the Lakers. Like, they probably won't do it for that sense. But to make it, like, I don't know, like, I feel like it kind of cancels out when it's like the same teams that play each other all year. Like, now teams instead of paying 4 times out of the year are paying 6 times now. Like, I don't want to see the same team just keep playing each other. I think that's one thing that has to change. Like you guys said as well, the advertising has to be better. The commercial's weak. They don't, like Earl said, they don't have any special segments for it. Like, it should be advertised more because I think the players care about it more than we do. But I'm done yapping. I don't know if y'all got
I was about to say, hear me out.
I'm
This is how you make it better, man. I say you take the end season tournament and go international.
Oh,
Why not have like different?
I love that.
I know. Obviously, inconvenient time zone switch, whatever. I don't care. But if you have like different parts of this cup in different parts of the world, you have like this part, like the first couple round. You have some games in Japan. You have some games in wherever. Like, I don't know where NBA has their different things, like Africa, different places like that. Yeah. China, Africa, and these different NBA around the world locations, and you have like these different experiences. Like, we see how crazy like the European crowds get. Like, imagine like an NBA game in those settings in a big tournament style where you make it big. I think that can get more people into it. Not only us as fans, but that will increase the worldwide popularity of it as well. That would make me want to watch too. Like, obviously it'll be different in my times. It'll be early in the morning, but still, like, remember, I know you guys remember like the Team USA games. Yeah, the Olympics. Like, remember waking up like Olympics, just watching those games. Those were some of the most fun games ever. And I feel like part of that was because it wasn't like the normal, it's just here. We're playing Bulls Arena, or we have these fancy. No, it's like it's in a different country, different location. And it's just a fun way to like display the game of basketball. I think if they did something like that, obviously, like Max said, logisticals wise, it's going to be hard. Adjusting schedules, travel, all these different things. But if you want to like and maybe you have like each checkpoint you get to in the cup, you win money. So it's like a bigger prize. I mean, NBA is making billions of dollars. They just signed this $1 billion media deal. They have enough money to pay out some of these players a little bit more. So why not have it like, you reach this checkpoint, you get a certain monetary value, whatever. And then you reach this point, you get more. And then if you get to the main part, you get like a huge prize pool. Why not? I think you have the sponsors pay for those prizes. Like, it's not that bad. So personally, if I'm the NBA, I want to create something like that. Like, make the fans like, dang, I want to actually watch. Like, I agree with you. Like, when I see Friday, okay, Cup's on. But first year, I had to look at some bright Mickey Mouse courts, whatever. It's super bright. My eyes are burning. My retinas are just fried. Second year they toned down a little bit. Third year, I think this is the best they've looked, but still, some of them just look like. I mean, I guess we just threw colors on here and make it look like puke. I don't know. Shout out to the Pelicans. Sorry. But like literally, like why not make it international? I feel like those games would be so much more fun to watch.
Earl, I mean, to your point, I think Adam Silver knows that, and he's trying to build on that. I really feel like with the games they have sometimes in London, I think that's probably their best bet. I mean,
Yeah.
London is about a 7-hour flight.
And they went to
That's
France
more,
2 years in a row.
yeah,
Two France.
that's
gold
not
played
a.
last year.
If you have a French team and add them into the NBA, you give them a day for travel, and then you allow them to play away or home games. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's like I'm trying to think logistically. That's how you. That's how
What?
Basically, just
That's
not.
not what I was saying.
That's what I'm thinking of an example, like an actual international example, like London. Because
You could
they
No,
have
I
a-
was just-
overseas.
I was just talking about like having the tournament just in different countries.
But Earl, even with
So
that,
big
like
NBA
Jay's
teams playing.
to Jay's credit, the ratings for the NBA Cup this year are up based on the
For
group
sure.
rate.
I
Obviously,
agree.
we'll see how the
Yeah.
quarterfinals and semifinals ratings do, but like overall, it seems like the group ratings are up. Apparently one of their like the triple headers, ESPN's Wednesdays night triple headers, averaged 2.1 million viewers. 2.43 million viewers turned in for Minnesota versus OKC, which according to this awfulannouncing.com marks the most watched pre-Christmas NBA game since 2019, excluding opening night games. So
Nice.
basically, it was the most watched regular season game in this time span in the last 6 years. So clearly, the ratings are there. And Earl, like I hear what you're saying about bringing in international, but I do think just the time zone differences would tank the ratings. Like it may make for a better environment for those at the actual games, but I think the NBA is way more concerned with how many people are watching, and they know that the majority, not all of it, and it's always growing, but the majority of their viewer base is still in the U.S. And I think as long as that is the truth, they're not going to put that many games, or certainly not games they want to bill as marquee games like cup games. They're not going to put those overseas. I think that would absolutely destroy the ratings, and maybe I don't think the league would go for that at all.
I feel like I partially agree with that, just because like I think you can take risks like that when it's not like the duration of a whole season, right? Like it's not like every single round or something. Like, it's just a specific set of games that are overseas. Like I get obviously ratings will probably take a hit, but at the same time, like if the environment's good, like it's already been proven with the ratings for like the USA games, people are watching those games at like 6 a.m., like 5 a.m. our time.
But that's the Olympics. That's an inherently international audience. As well.
True.
It's not just.
But I'm saying, but like, okay, to that point too, like, if you make the games international, more people from those countries are going to be watching too, along with people from the United States as well who want to catch some of those games at those times. Obviously, they'll differ a little bit.
This is what will make Earl's take make sense. You play less games. Instead of playing 82 games, you play
True.
like 70 games. You send the guys out to these countries for like 2-3 weeks, and they literally do the tournament in the new country. That is the only way it can work.
That'd be cool.
Playing, like, say they go out there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then come back, they can't probably play games for another 3 to 4 days. Just knowing how NBA players are now.
I got it.
What? Talk to me.
You do it like that. The bubble. We did it with the bubble.
Yes, like do 2
Look, international bubble. You send half of the NBA to this place for 2 weeks. You send the other half to this place for 2 weeks, and you play international games. I mean, it could work.
Because if there's one thing that NBA fans loved, it was the bubble.
Okay, but that was different. People didn't like the bubble because there was no fans. This time, though, actually, I mean, I just meant the point of
crazy.
playing.
It was quite a
I'm
way
just
to
talking
bring it
about-
up, but I think that we understand what you're saying.
My point was just like the point of being in an isolated place where basketball is just being played like an AAU environment where there's just games going on. I think that's what I meant. Like where you don't have to go travel everywhere. The games are here. You have this nice, like big environment for the NBA players to stay at for a couple weeks, and then you play ball.
That's what makes these European soccer games memorable. The
True.
UEFA Champions League is, like I said, the best 5 teams from this league, this league, this league, and they play all the way out in Frankfurt, Germany. Like that's how it is. They're not playing nowhere near where they are, and that stadium where the final is, the quarterfinal, semifinal, is always jam packed with different fans from each team. That is how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the exact same.
But traditionally, even like excluding this past year with 2024, but in the years leading up to that, like we're talking about the Olympics, we saw so many NBA players, I won't say NBA players, US born players who refused to play for the Olympics because they didn't want to give up 2 to 3 weeks or 4 weeks of their summer, because they didn't want to go and stay in this one.
This will be in the middle of the season.
But that's the summer though.
Go to China for a month.
Yeah, this will be the
No, but we're talking about that was the summer. Like we're just talking about hypothetically if the season was to be shortened, and they did this in between.
Travel and probably are already fed up with how much the NBA makes them travel. I don't think that would pass through the players' union, getting them to do a bubble in South Africa for 3
But what you're saying is travel, Max. You're talking about traveling. In this case, it reduced the travel. You get a free vacation, by the way. You're only playing basketball for
60?
like, yeah.
30
it's
3 hours
30
out
teams,
of the
right?
day, maybe, if you're playing every day.
30 or 32 teams in the NBA?
32, right?
30.
Or is it 30?
NFL is 32. NBA is 30.
Oh, my fault. Yeah.
So he sent 15 teams to France. Who the hell wouldn't want to go to France for 2 weeks?
Facts.
Those 15 teams bump it down in France. Eastern Conference goes to France. Western Conference goes to Spain. Neutral site game is in wherever the fuck.
Cook. Yes.
That works out.
You take the best from France, take the best from here, and you all go to one place at the end and play the game. Boom. Cinema.
Listen, here's what I'll say, and this is we can close out our cup segment on this. Like, I hear what you guys are saying, and like you're trying to come up with these ideas to make the games matter more, to make them more important to players, to fans,
and to stand out.
And I get that.
Stand out. Yes.
The biggest thing to me is I feel like the reason the cup was created originally was to address the problem of both players and fans not caring about games in November, December, January, right? That was the point. Was the whole narrative was it's too long of a season. We need to bring some hype, some energy, some excitement into this kind of dull middle part. Like after opening night, the first few weeks, interest wanes, excitement wanes. To me, trying to come up with all these, as I hate to say this, but they are kind of gimmicks. The cup is a very gimmick thing. With the knockout style tournament and like the Vegas games or like going international, like it is gimmicks that in my mind takes away from the core basketball content. I think the NBA would be better off, and I know they would never do this. I think the NBA would just be better off doing like what Earl recommended. Cut the regular season down to like 65 or 70 games and start the playoffs a month earlier. Because when you have fewer regular season games, that's a way to make the games matter more and to keep the fan interest organically, instead of feeling like you need to insert this kind of awkward gimmicked cup into the middle of the season and have the cup winners and the group play. To me, I think the organic way to solve this problem would just be shorten the season.
I don't think
is that really organic though?
I don't think that's a gimmick. I don't think that's a gimmick at all. I mean, I agree with you. I think the season should be less games. I think the fact that we play 82 games is kind of atrocious when we have NFL they're playing, and please correct me if I'm wrong, around 15 games, right?
17 game regular
17 game season.
I don't know. I don't know. That's why I said around 15.
NFL's
no, that's close. You were close.
Fair enough. I don't know. That's why I said that. But regardless of that, like, we should have less games. I completely agree with you. But the fact that it's a gimmick, no, I don't think it's a gimmick. I think they copied soccer. I think they saw how they did everything internationally, and they wanted to do something similar. But they couldn't do it on the scale that they felt like was big enough. Maybe they felt like they couldn't include all these international teams. I don't know what the NBA was thinking. But that's kind of the main idea that they kind of had, was what Jay was saying earlier. You take these 5 teams from this place, these 5 teams this place, so on and so forth. So,
but yeah,
continue. I'm kind of
I'm agreeing with you. I was just saying, like, this is my point here, and we obviously, like, after this, whatever, but the whole point, like, if you notice this, right, everything is going global. Football is moving overseas. Like, every single year, they've added more international games. Do those times fit everybody in the world? No. You got games coming on Sunday at 7 o'clock, which is not that bad when you really think about it. You have 7 a.m. games, 6 a.m. for some people.
In LA, yes.
But some of them are like fun games. Like, if you ever just wake up and you turn on the TV and have basketball or football on, just like no stress ball or maybe even a big tournament, those are fun games to watch. And my point is, like, for the NBA, who is stressing putting emphasis on their over on their overseas games and the overseas fans. Like we see them talking about introducing like NBA Africa, and these different other places that they're opening NBA subdivision leagues. I'll say they want international fans to be connected. So the biggest way to do that is I'm gonna bring my product to you. Like imagine like the fans in those countries, kids get to watch NBA players walk around their city for 2 weeks. They get to buy jerseys. You have an NBA pop-up store. You're selling a bunch of jerseys, a bunch of merch. You're having pop-up events. You got the new Topps thing collection with NBA. You got fans, like players signing cards, doing these meetups. And while you may lose the initial viewership that you gain on the regular from the American fans, you're gaining more fans who are probably more likely after this to find a way to buy service to watch these type of games on the regular, even though it doesn't fit their time zone. So I think NBA, while it doesn't fit our plan like in the US, maybe not as convenient, I think the overall growth and scale of the NBA, it just makes sense for them to do a bigger tournament like this, especially if you kind of bake it in where I agree with the travel. That's why I say like, and like Jason said, you stay there for like 2 weeks and you bake it into the season. And you can really consider it like an extra break for the players. Like, yeah, obviously it's a different time zone. They got to adjust, but it's a free vacation, kind of like you can treat it like USA basketball, basically, where, yeah, okay, we got to lock in and win these games. Cool. But majority of the time, if you watch the videos, you watch the vlogs, they're traveling, they're going to different restaurants and doing cultural experiences. Like, they're getting their time to have a free vacation and taking care of business by winning. I think that's a W for the players. I think it's a W for the league. And on top of that, I think what they should do to make this whole tournament better, I think the first place winner, they should add an extra draft pick to the first round, because why not? Who cares? We made the draft. I don't care. Add one extra pick to the first round.
Take one from the second, add it to the first.
You don't have to take one off. You just add an extra pick. Who says we can't just add an extra first round pick? The last pick, no matter what, it's the last pick of the draft in the first round. Maybe it's considered second, whatever. And the winner of the cup gets that. Especially if it's like, Max, like you say, a competitive team that wins, they probably have a bottom of the second type pick. Why not get a free pick for playing good basketball, ethical basketball, and winning games? So NBA Cup, if that's what y'all want to do, y'all want to make money, want to make new fans.
Only works.
I feel like
if they play less games though, like we keep
True.
saying, they would have to cut it to 60 to 65 regular season games. You play like Max said. Max said a very key point that I don't think y'all heard. After the first couple of weeks, after opening night and like the first 2-3 weeks, NBA dies down immediately. That is why they brought in the cup. So you do 2 to 3 weeks regular scheduled program. Do your October games, beginning of September. Send the guys over 2-3 weeks over there. They do it for the cup. No neutral site, crazy fans. You guys know how European fans are.
Yes.
We saw it. I was waking up at 2 a.m. To watch USA play South Sudan. Like, I didn't care. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. We're playing random teams.
Now we're going to be seeing the best play, bro.
That was fun.
Jay, 2 a.m. to watch Curry versus Bron? Come on, bro.
I would rather the NBA just put more regular season games internationally than make it.
I think that's the point we're trying.
Like Earl, like you said, you're totally right. Like, there is a push. Basketball is becoming more global. The NBA should be on top of that. I would rather them just say, okay, there are going to be 15 international games every year. Every team plays an international game. We're going to have Knicks versus Raptors in France. We're going to have Lakers versus Clippers in Brazil. We're going to have Minnesota versus Phoenix in China. I would rather them just do that, put more international games, but bake them into the regular season rather than doing it through the cup. I think, like you said, like, the fans are going to show up and be loud and crazy no matter what. They're just going to be excited to have basketball there. And if you couple that with shortening the regular season, making every regular season game matter more, I think that would bring the hype to those events organically. I don't think that you need the tournament cup style thing to make the international push work.
So
I feel like I 100%.
Omar, what do you got?
Yeah, go ahead. My fault.
So, like, no, Earl, go for it.
No, go ahead.
Hey,
I was just gonna say I agree with you. I just think, like, the only reason I said tournament style too is because when you think about, like, the international scene and soccer and stuff like that, or football, the real football, those tournaments bring in so many, like, it's just the level of hype. Like, the Olympics has a level of hype. Not saying the in-season tournament will, but it's just something about, like, having those players around for, like, 2 weeks or, like, a week plus, like, having the fact that they could be randomly walking around your city and bringing that type of hype. I think that's worth way more than just we're gonna play a game here and then we're gone.
Yeah, like there's a championship involved at the end. You don't think
Yeah.
you're gonna go there for a championship basketball NBA?
Yeah,
game?
like you get
They go no matter
because
what.
everybody
I feel
can't go
like
to the
if they
finals.
do
You know what I
that-
mean?
I feel
That
like
that would be their
These guys
finals.
are underselling
I
it.
feel like
I
if they
think
do
go
that,
no
they would
matter
have
what.
to
They show up
open
for
the
pussy.
NBA international fully, though. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Yeah.
like if they were to actually, like, let's say, for example, let's host a championship in South Africa, I feel like they would have to open the championship for South African teams. That's just how I feel about it. Because you're in their nation, you're participating in their, they have the right to be there. Even if they're the worst team of the pack, you still give them the opportunity to do it. I feel
Wait,
like
you're talking
that's
about
fair.
them playing?
That I
Yeah.
don't agree with one bit. I
Why?
don't. It's the National Basketball Association.
But we
With
are
these 30
going
teams,
elsewhere.
I don't think you add.
That doesn't
We are
matter.
going to
No,
a
but-
different country.
So
Let's-
if the
But
NFL players go to London, we should bring a random London football team to play. You're gonna lose 150
that's
to
one
0.
game. Okay,
But
that's
Omar,
different.
you're
But
missing the
saying-
marketing part of it.
Okay, but you're saying let's bring a championship. Let's go have a championship game in like South Africa or a different country.
Yes.
Alright,
Bro,
so
you
what if
realize
there's
how
a
much
South
money they
African-
make though? The local people, they're making so much money off of selling food, clothing, tourist items. Like that city, wherever the tournament is held,
not with the NBA.
they're
legal
making a lot of.
counsel.
Yes, they will. I'm talking about like just the local places there. Like they're still making their money. Like I'm just saying in general, like when you, I don't think it makes sense that you guys are, let's go play against it. Like that's like Olympic level.
Bro,
I'm
I'm
just
not
saying
they're
like
gonna go and win because I don't think by any means these
It won't
teams
be
are gonna go and
competitive,
win.
Omar. Like I'm not waking up at 3.
have you seen those games by the way that you're talking about?
I'm not waking up
Yo,
at
South
3
Sudan
a.m.
beat us one time. Let's
No, listen, that's different though, because that was
Is it?
South Sudanese players from the best NBA teams. So say Wenyan Gabriel is already on an NBA team. Why would he
Sure.
leave his NBA team? Is Earl frozen for y'all?
Yeah, Earl's frozen.
Yeah.
It's
Why
okay.
would an NBA player leave his NBA team to go play in this one game? Like it just would not make sense.
I do like. I do agree with Jay and Earl, but like I do think Omar's point of being like cognizant that the NBA is kind of like we are the visitors in that,
Yeah.
and I think
Yeah,
maybe
for sure.
like playing the team from the local, like from the country, that's probably not the best way to do it. But I do think if the NBA were to do something like that, or even when they just go international for some games,
Okay.
there does need to be the sense that we are the visitors, we are the ones who are being hosted by this country. There should be some level of like appreciation and
Maybe
weight
they
there.
should gather. Maybe
Knowing
they should
that
gather the
versus
best
just
players.
Like,
in
hey,
the
we're gonna come in and
country
steal the
and-
spotlight, do all this stuff, make you guys some money, and then dip.
That's
you know what
Olympic
I mean?
only. I would not. I really 3,000% disagree with that. I'm not waking up
Yeah.
at 3 a.m. to watch the OKC Thunder
Exactly.
play the South Sudanese Salamanders.
Yeah,
They're
I
gonna
don't
beat
think
them by
that's the
100
solution.
points.
I agree that
No,
not
that's
the
horrible.
solution.
That does not
Like,
match my
that's
vision.
Not,
I
they're
agree.
better off keeping that shit how it is right now. Like nobody. That's not a.
I think the
watchable product.
point, my point is this: like usually when the NBA makes these type of deals, it's to bring some type of attention and value to that country in general. Like that's why they go to these countries, they make up these deals. Maybe it's even one of those situations where, like, where we go visit and it's a plan for Adam Silver to eventually open up some type of NBA academy over there. They're just bringing
That
attention
would
to
be
it
a
like
good
he's done in the
solution.
past.
I would like that.
Like it's like, okay, we're visiting here. We keep changing out the locations, and then wherever we go for those 2 weeks that year, we're planning on like adding an NBA academy in this area, so we
I
can
like
kind
that.
of have
I
a
like
grand opening or something like that. Maybe like
I
that.
would just like to see a commitment. Like if we're gonna do something like that, I would just like to see a commitment to those countries beyond just the 2 or 3 weeks where they're there, or like the 1 week where we're
Yeah.
having a game. So like
I
you
think
said,
that's fair.
building up NBA academies, or like working out better TV deals or broadcasting rights,
Yep.
or like something like that. Like something as like
Yes.
so we're not just kind of barging in for a week and then dipping. You know what I mean?
I'm-
More of a-
I'm
I
not
agree.
even
Yeah,
kidding.
that's fair. That's
I've
fair.
heard nobody else talk about this. We're low key cooking. Like it's
I'm
this,
saying,
this
hey,
is a and
we
this
need
is
to
just a
clip
half
this.
this is a half baked idea. Like we didn't really
Yes.
think this through. I thought about that on the
Yes.
fly, but that would low key be fire. Like I would love to see these teams play in France, Spain.
Yes.
Basketball is extremely popular. Like ask Luka Doncic, ask Wemby and these guys who come from
Yes.
France. Look how many French players are going first 5 picks in the draft.
I have a wild idea.
Basketball is amazing out there. Is it related to this?
Yes.
We gotta
Yes,
move on,
yes.
Omar.
That is
All right,
related
talk to me.
So let's send all these international players back to their original teams. Like let's say Luka goes to his Slovenian team. Jokic goes to his other team. All these players go to their team,
No,
and we just
that
open
is
the league.
World
We
Cup.
just open the league
that's
up
the
to
World Cup.
everybody.
FIBA, that's the Olympics.
That's World
That's
Cup.
not
We're
NBA.
good.
I just like
that. You gotta
I just want
separate
to
it.
open up the league and have everybody.
Omar's
be
like,
involved.
let me cook. Says the same thing again in a different pot.
And a different font is crazy.
Okay, before we end off this episode, should we just go around and just do very, very, very rapid fire predictions for the rest of the cup? Since we didn't actually get to that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very, very rapid fire.
All right.
Yeah,
first.
like extreme because my laptop's about to die. So
Okay,
I'll do rapid fire.
I'll go
Yeah, let's
first.
go.
Knicks defeat the Magic. Go Knicks. OKC dominates the Spurs, and then OKC dominates the Knicks in the finals.
I'll go next. I have the Magic over the Knicks. I think the Magic it's gonna be a very close game. I think Magic win like 110, 108. You feel me? It's gonna be a good game. Desmond Bain and OG might get into it. Might be a little scuffle in the game. And then for the Spurs, OKC, Victor Wembanyama was just reported like an hour or two ago will be playing in this game.
Oh, GG's.
Well, actually, I'll say this: it was confirmed that he was playing in the Lakers game, and then he wasn't. So
No.
He wasn't confirmed to
warmed
play
up
for
in
us.
practice, but he wasn't confirmed to play. But he could have played in that game. They said it during the broadcast. He could have played. But Wemby's gonna be playing in this game. The Spurs are hot.
damn, you guys said it.
I like the Spurs to upset OKC in the semifinal. Spurs versus Magic.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah. I go
No.
last.
In your
You wanna
Spurs
go-
versus Magic, who wins?
No, go ahead, Omar.
Okay. I'm taking the Knicks versus the Magic. I agree with Jay. I think it's going to be a relatively close game. I think the Knicks pull it out. I want to see. No, nothing else. Nothing else. I want to see how Mitch does in this game because Mitch is going to be a huge deal in this game, and he's going to be the main person on those boards. So it really depends on how Mitch is going to be on those boards. And for the Spurs of Oklahoma City, I like the Spurs to beat them. I like the Spurs to hand them their second loss of the season. Call me crazy. I like it. I think if Victor plays, I think it throws them off for a little loop. I think I like the Spurs to give them their second L of the season.
Okay, so then you would have Spurs versus Knicks. Who wins that? And then Jay, we'll do your finals since you didn't say that.
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go with my team. I like the Knicks for that. I guess.
Right,
I mean,
so Omar has
it's
Knicks
gonna
over
be
Spurs in the
it's gonna be
final.
definitely hard because Victor Wembanyama is a
I got
fucking
Spurs winning it
alien.
all.
So you would take
I
Spurs
would-
over Magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Go
I
ahead.
think I have the Magic beating the Knicks. I have the Spurs beating OKC, and then I have the Spurs winning the entire tournament.
Dang, am I the only one who picked OKC to win? Y'all gonna look silly in a week. Oh, I
No,
can't wait.
It's too obvious. It's too obvious,
yeah, they're
man. It's
probably
too
like-
Guys,
obvious.
sometimes the inevitable happens. Sometimes it is Thanos.
OKC
Sometimes
Nah,
got like
it's
a
such a-
90% chance
just
to win
such a-
it, so, yeah.
It's such a boring bit. No offense.
it
no
is,
offense, obviously.
but it's so boring
But-
it can't not happen.
After what I think the Spurs core is amazing, first of all, and I think when
It
you
is.
lose your star player,
Put OKC
when you lose your star player, a lot of your role players gain an identity. And I think throughout this stretch of Wemby being hurt, that's exactly what the Spurs have been doing. So I'm expecting things to kind of fit back in place when Wemby comes back and you have your Castle playing, you have Fox playing good, you have your Harrison Barnes and your Keldon Johnson who look great, and your Devin Vassell. You can go on and on. Jeremy Shohan on that roster. Like, they're so deep as a team. I think they're one of the only other teams I feel like who have a deep enough talent to compete with an OKC as far as their bench depth. So
I agree.
That's
I
why.
still don't think they beat OKC.
Wemby v. Chet. I like Wemby.
It's gonna have to be a Wemby. If Wemby scores 58, they'll win. But like short of that, probably not. All right. End off with 2-minute drill again. Remember, we're baking it into the podcast this time.
So yeah. That's perfect.
Let's do our Jay. You want to spotlight some rooks, favorite rooks?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest. I love what the Derek Queen thing. I don't think like everybody talking about Derek Queen is just like I'm gonna be.
All right.
Unless I go
Well-
first, I won't have anything else to say differently. So
Okay. Well, for this episode of 2-minute drill, we're going to do spotlighting favorite rookies. Originally, we were just going to talk about Derek Queen, but we didn't want that to be competitive. So we're going to pass this mic over to Jay, and then we'll just go around with each rookie that we want to give a little bit of cred to. So
I'll
Jay,
go
start
second.
us off.
so
Oh, you got the timer?
You guys might have
Yep.
to pull up the stats for me when I say his name.
Yep.
Help me out a little bit.
3,
But
2, 1.
rookie that I wanted to spotlight, team that we were just talking about, San Antonio Spurs rookie Dylan Harper, man. I just watched this game versus the Lakers. I've watched him the last 5 to 6 games. I don't have the exact averages, but he gets to the paint whenever the fuck he wants. He is it's Brunson like it's I'm not gonna go as far as saying he got the shape footwork, but like his footwork, him being left-handed, it reminds me a lot of Brunson. He's a taller version of Jalen Brunson. He don't got the mid-range down yet, but in terms of blowing past somebody, using his footwork, getting into the paint, and just finishing, I can't believe he's a rookie. He looks like one of the most advanced rookies in his class. Right now, it's him, Khan, and Cooper Flag. They are by far, and I love Derek Queen. Derek Queen is probably the 4th best rookie in my opinion. It's between him and Khan actually. But what I'm seeing from Dylan Harper, I think he's after Cooper Flag. He's looked absolutely phenomenal, and he's not even half the role that these other rookies have. He's really the 5th option on his team. Because it goes Wemby, Fox, Castle, probably Devin Vassell, then Dylan Harper. So in his role, he looks absolutely phenomenal. He's a 3-level scorer, can shoot the 3, get to the paint, shoot his mid-range. He's a great facilitator. He can pass, do whatever. He plays defense. Defense is sneaky underrated. I'm a huge fan of Dylan Harper. I love what I'm seeing from him this year. He did miss some time with a calf injury. It looked like he wasn't even hurt. He come back. He looks absolutely phenomenal. Him and De'Aaron Fox can coexist. Him and Stephon Castle can coexist. He looks like a nice plug-and-play guy. You can play with any lineup. They're going to have Wemby back. I'm scared of Spurs right now, man. But shout out Dylan Harper. I'm going to concede the rest of my 2 minutes.
All right, that's
Bet.
with about 10 seconds to spare. Who's taking this up next?
I keep doing this.
I got you.
All right,
I'm
bet.
gonna take your 10 seconds. No, just
Earl,
playing. I don't need it.
3, 2, 1, and
First of all, big shout out to the Duke Blue Devils. Shout out to my boys on Duke. And one of the dudes I've been hyping up all summer, Mr. Fit into any scheme, Mr. I can pass, Mr. I can shoot, Mr. I can rebound. Shout out to Khan Knipple, the second coming of Stephen Curry, just so happens to play in Charlotte. I'm just, call it a coincidence? I think not. Shout out to the Incredibles, by the way. Yeah, Khan Knipple on this year, he's averaging 18 points a game. Also, I looked up this crazy stat. I think he's number 4 in 3-pointers made total on the season at 81, and he's shooting over 40% from 3. Like, when I watch this dude play, because I know that was kind of my gimmick the last couple of years, I watched Charlotte Hornet games. Yes, I watch them on purpose. They're kind of fun when LaMelo's not injured. But, like, just watching him play, he looks so good. Like, he can play off ball next to LaMelo. In the games when LaMelo's not playing or Brandon Miller's been hurt, which has been a lot this season, he absolutely takes over the scoring load, and he's looked incredible, bro. He's like he's a 3-level scorer. He has a mid-range shot. He can get to his bag, play ISO. And it's not just like catch and shoot threes, bro. It's like some I'm making it in your mouth. Like you can put your hand up, but I'm still making it. And I think his game is just so versatile, and his defense is pretty decent too. So, yeah.
that's
Air.
that's it. Is that it?
Oh, I thought my time was up. My fault. I seen this. I thought my time was up.
You
you
got
should
like 30
put your
seconds.
hand up. I
You
was
stopped
talking.
at like
Oh,
40
my bad. Yeah, I got
seconds.
more.
That's my defense. My
Oh,
bad.
my bad. Let me
You got
get
like
back in.
25 seconds. Go.
All right, so on top. Yeah, Khan, once again, to be expected from a Duke guy. I know Jay named his top 3 as well. He, to me, from day one, Khan has been the best rookie in the league so far. Easily. Went to one of the worst teams in the NBA. Made them look watchable. I know they still suck, obviously, but man, that kid's incredible.
Yeah, he's number 3 for me. Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Omar, you go next. I got last.
Me,
Yep.
I'm scared because I
W
don't know
pressure.
anybody.
Ooh,
I don't
flashy
know.
fast.
Derek Queen if you don't got nobody.
I'm good on Derek Queen. I think that's an obvious answer for.
I don't have Derek Queen, so you can take him if you want.
Yeah, I mean, look, to be honest, I would be inclined to take Derek Queen, but I mean, look, he's the obvious answer for a lot of us, so I'm not going to go and repeat that. But I think a lot of people that we didn't mention, even Cedric Coward has been amazing for the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, at the start of the season, let me correct let me get in there before I go and say random stats that I'm not even talking about. So he's averaging 13. He's averaging 13, 6.2, and the video is playing at the same time. 13, 6.2, and 2 assists on 45%. I mean, for a rookie, that's freaking amazing. He's really showing that Ja Morant may be on his way out. He's showing the Memphis Grizzlies like, hey, I'm here, so maybe you don't really got to rely on this guy. Maybe you can rely on me right now. And honestly, he's really showing him that. I mean, look, obviously these numbers don't like call out to you like, oh my God, he's doing amazing, 13, 6. But he's laying the groundwork for himself. And that's what I like. When a rookie starts off slow and you can definitely see that they're progressing and they're doing better and they're becoming smarter within the actual game, which I have been seeing from Cedric Coward, it's great to see because he's affecting a lot more. And it's not just, Zach Edey does this or John Morant does this. He can make his own decisions. So I really like what I've been seeing from him. And honestly, I have like 30 seconds left. I don't want to concede the rest of my time, but I'm a concede. I'm a concede.
I can take it up from here, Omar.
All right, bet. 2 minutes start.
Give me my timer.
What
Guys,
you got?
we are talking about a guy who in his first year in the league is already averaging 7 in very, very limited minutes. Dude is not even playing 18 minutes a game. He's playing less than half the game in a very limited bench role on a good team. Also a good team. A team that was not winning last year but is now winning with him. Coincidence? I think not. Shout out the Incredibles. We're talking about a dude who's already averaging 7 points, almost 3.5 rebounds, and almost 1.5 assists off the bench. He's shooting 55% from the field, 48% from three. Omar's talking about Cedric Howard, 45. I'll throw you 55% and 48 from three. Obviously, the 48 from three is not going to sustain, but like, could he be a plus 43-point shooter? Maybe. Got to work on the free throws a little bit, but that can come last. We're talking about a dude in Colin Murray Boyles who has elevated the ceiling of this Toronto Raptors team. Literally has them as one of the best, playing like one of the best teams in the East right now. In his limited bench role, looking at his last 3 games, he's played 19 minutes, 16 minutes, 16 minutes. In those games, he averaged, I don't know what he averaged.
He's averaging
like,
7, 1.3, and 4.48%.
He's shooting well from the field. All 3 of those games, he shot above 70% from the field. Game 1, he was 3 for 4. Game 2, he was 5 for 7. Game 3, he was 5 for 7. Hit 100% of his threes in the first 2 games. Missed 1 in the second one. Had 3 assists in 1 off the bench. 4 rebounds in another one off the bench. A steal apiece in the last 2 games. I think we are starting to see the emergence of Colin Murray Boyles as a guy for the Toronto Raptors. He might already be better than Grady Dick. Totally honest. He might be their best bench option.
He's definitely.
So I think it's only a matter of time before we see him get in the starting lineup. And I think once you see this man in the starting lineup, he's going to be averaging a lot more than 7 points. The efficiency is there.
You're 2
the
minutes
dog
in
is
there.
The
You're 2
winning
minutes.
basketball player is there.
Okay. All right. Good job. You're 2
Let me
minutes
in a little bit into that 30 seconds.
Yeah, but it will.
Colin Murray.
Who is he going in for? Who is he going in for? If we're putting Colin Murray Boyles in the starting lineup for the Toronto Raptors, who is he replacing?
Who starts for that team?
I think it's
I don't
Jakob
remember.
Poeltl at center.
RJ.
I mean, RJ's out.
Scotty,
Hey, you know me.
6
Great
man of the
Scotty
year.
Barnes get a whole lot of picks and a great player. And then just
all right.
He's already not better than Brandon Ingram.
Didn't
You gotta
you-
keep Brandon Ingram. Or trade
Didn't
RJ
you
Barrett.
tell us not to do that about players, by the way?
What?
Max?
Wait, what do I say?
Explain it. Explain.
No, I'm saying, didn't Max tell us not to, like, just because players playing good but not as good as other people doesn't mean you trade them off and send them away?
Well, all I'm saying is Scotty Barnes was supposed to be the best player on this team, but then Brandon Ingram comes in out of nowhere and is already.
He's still the best player on the team. Brandon Ingram's just a closer.
Yeah.
Do you see what Scotty Barnes
I
is?
think Brandon Ingram is
Scotty Barnes is having a
definitely
career
number
year,
one on
Max.
Toronto right
Scotty's-
now. So, like,
Scotty's having a
I'm gonna
career
give you
year.
5 first-round picks for Scotty Barnes. Take those
It's
5
Scotty's
first-round picks,
Barnes.
draft a bunch of studs, and put Colin Murray Boyles in the starting lineup and let him average 15 and 10. That's all I'm saying.
Scotty's the best player on the Raptors.
You realize that 15 and 10 is not anywhere near.
By the
Yo,
way,
Scotty
not
Barnes
wrong
is,
in the NBA.
is averaging
He
He is averaging a
28.
career. He is averaging a career year. I have to say.
Scotty's
This year,
playing amazing.
this
I
year
don't know
he
about
shot up
team
his
notes.
3-point percentage from 27 to 38.
Who, Brandon
He
Ingram?
shot up his. No, we're talking about
No,
Scotty
Scotty
Barnes.
Oh,
Barnes.
Scotty.
He jumped up his.
He's shooting 38.
He's shooting 38 from 27. He averaged 27 throughout his. Okay, actually, that's wrong. He
And-
did
and what
27
did he
last
do
year,
in their-
34
in
the
their-
year
in the most
previous.
Meaningful game of the season, their NBA Cup game against the Knicks, when Brandon Ingram had 17 in the first quarter. What was
I
Scotty
mean,
Barnes out there doing?
Dog, Rui Hachimura hit a game winner. Is he
game.
better than Luka?
Dude,
I think not.
But this is our collective. I do also want to highlight another rookie, Jeremiah Fears. You're a bucket. You're hooping. You're that
Yes.
guy. Jeremiah Fears and Derek Queen. Y'all are
So
balling.
don't even call about
Y'all are
things, right?
y'all are the
Don't even
only
ask.
lifelines going on in New Orleans, and Trey Murphy's fired too. But everybody else on the Pelicans,
What did I
And he's
call
on my
New
fantasy
Orleans at?
team.
What did I call New Orleans at one time? This black hole of talent that they kind of just try to just take the talent out of their players and
I mean that's low key a great description because Zion has got pause. He's got the whatever he had sucked out of him in New Orleans. Like
all
he
right, that's it.
sucks.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
He
All
sucks
right,
now.
that's it. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this episode. Unfortunately, there is no playback, so we're gonna try our best to be live on YouTube and other streaming platforms. Maybe on Twitch you'll see us. Maybe somewhere else you'll see us. But again, thank you guys so much for sticking with us, and we're gonna be here like we usually are. Thank you guys so much, and peace.
Shout out YouTube.
Shout out to
Shout
Hey,
out to
I'll
you.
do a
How do you end this?
I'm a
Jay, did you cut the YouTube there?
Yeah, cut it.
how do I
Oh, we're still going.